Hello everyone, welcome back to our weekly series of at-home recipes. I'm Oscar Gonzalez, the Executive Chef of the Fairmont San Francisco. For week 4 in celebration of Memorial Day, we're going to take an American classic, the burger, and take a left turn to Koreatown. My inspiration today for this burger, we're going to need kimchi, Sriracha Aioli, gochujang, Gruyere cheese, shredded lettuce, and Furikake for our fries. For our burger mixture today, we're going to use a 90% lean meat and 10% fat. We're going to also use shallots, ground garlic, ground onion powder, and our marinade is going to be gochujang. Gochujang is a fermented red rice chili paste. We'll take our ground beef and put that into a mixing bowl. We'll add our shallots, and then one whole shallot, about medium size, is fine. This is about 1.5 pounds of meat. We'll take 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Let's do 1.5. Let's take 2 of onion powder. We're gonna take that and we're gonna mix that together just to incorporate all the spices and the shallots. Okay, we're now gonna take some salt and pepper. And be generous with the salt at the beginning, and then we'll go back to taste as we finish our marinade with all the other spices. Do some fresh cracked pepper. We're going to continue to mix this together now, making sure all the flavors are incorporated. Okay, powder, the onion powder, the garlic powder, and now we're gonna let this sit for a couple minutes, preferably in the cooler, as it started to get a little warm. We're gonna form our patties, and we're gonna come back with our gochujang marinade. We took our mixture after it cooled out of the fridge, and we formed our patties. Now we'll take our gochujang sauce marinade. We're gonna put that, we're gonna put a little on each patty. Quarter teaspoon's enough. We're gonna spread that nicely. And this has a little bit of spice to it, a little bit of heat. So we're not gonna over marinate this. We're gonna take this now and we're gonna flip the other side just to go ahead and have the marinade go on both sides. A little bit more. Great. We'll slather this over, and then we're gonna now put this back into the refrigerator to let it cool down, and we're ready to grill. Moving on to our Sriracha Aioli, we'll need some mayonnaise, and we've taken about a cup of mayonnaise to a 1/4 cup of sriracha. We're gonna take the sriracha and we're gonna mix this in. The whisk, we're gonna whisk this in just until it's incorporated. Next, we're gonna take our russet potatoes that I've already pre-cut. They've been cut to about 1/4 inch by 3 inches long. They've been soaking in water for about an hour or so just to start to get that starch out. I've used russet potatoes today. I like to use Kennebec, but unfortunately the store was out. So any potato would really work for this. You can use gold potatoes, you can use Yukon, you can use russets like we're gonna do today. So now we're gonna, as you can see, they've been in water. We're gonna take this water, obviously, drain it out. We're gonna take some extra virgin olive oil, and on your sheet pan or sheet tray, baking tray, we've already preheated our oven on 375. And we're gonna mix this oil in, making sure that all corners are nicely covered in this olive oil. We're gonna take the potatoes and we're gonna just set them all down, lay them all down there. Now we will spread them out. We'll now take some salt, right? And this is, obviously, we're gonna season our potatoes generously. And then we will, once the potatoes are cooked, we will go back and taste to see if we need some more salt as we finish our potatoes. And then we will add our seasoning, which will be furikake. Okay, next, as we place this into the oven, they'll take about 30 minutes or so to cook. We're gonna bake them just to make sure we have a little bit healthier option of a French fry, and they're not just fried in oil, so we're gonna bake them today. Our patties are ready to be grilled now. Our pan is piping hot. We're gonna take some olive oil. We're gonna just put just a little bit all over the pan so our patties don't stick. You need to hear that sizzle, right? So that's gonna caramelize, and our gochujang sauce will start to release its sugars. We're gonna leave the patties about 4.5 minutes on one side. We'll flip that over and leave it about another 3.5 minutes on the opposite side. We'll add our cheese, and then we'll start to build these burgers. Fries are nice and golden brown now. We're ready to finish that off with a little bit of salt and our furikake spice. And add our salt. I'm gonna take our furikake spice and add that up. Be generous with that. We're gonna take our spatula and toss this around. Ready to toast our bread now. We're gonna take a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and pour that on our sheet pan. We're gonna take our bread and we're gonna lather it, right? And now we're gonna toast our bread in our oven at 375 for 3 minutes. And we're ready to build our burger. Our bread is nicely toasted, our burgers are done, the cheese is melted, our furikake fries are on the table, and we're ready to assemble. We'll take our bread, it's been nicely toasted on both sides. We'll take a little bit of the Sriracha Aioli, we'll put some on the bread on the bottom, and be generous, you know, it's tasty, it's fatty, it adds some moisture to the bread. Okay, we're gonna take one beefsteak tomato. We're gonna actually put that add a little bit of salt to that. We're gonna take our burger meat, put that on the bottom. We're gonna take our shredded lettuce, we'll put that on our burger. Put a little bit more, just because I love it. We're gonna add some kimchi. And I love kimchi. That fermentation, that spiciness, that sour taste is amazing. We're gonna now take our top of our burger, gonna put that and check that out. That's our burger for our holiday and our Memorial Day coming up. Please enjoy and enjoy my take on a Korean burger.